At the edge where the oak trees meet the sky, I found your scarf, blue as a stormy July. The river band whispered your sweet goodbye under a canvas painted with sunset side. Hear the river band echoes calling me home to the ghost of your laughter where wild winds roam. My heart rides the trails where we used to roam, but those paths are just memories fading alone. The porch still creaks like it did before, but my boots sound hollow on the wooden floor. Rain taps the windows, but doesn't bring more than the echo of kisses that time can restore. Hear the river band echoes calling me home to the ghost of your laughter where wild winds roam. My heart rides the trails where we used to roam, but those paths are just memories fading alone. In the dust of the trail where our dreams used to lie, I chase the sunset where old lovers sigh. Lost in the whispers of a silvery sky, love's a shadow that never quite says goodbye. So I listen for you in the river band's moan, among the echo of steps on gravel once known. The heart may wander, but always it's shown. Wherever I roam, your memory's my home. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved, a whisper in the leaves, a memory starved. Under boot heels, the gravel roads where we used to tread, each stone a silent witness to the words we never said. Oh, the dust stood still on that lonely cattle trail as the sun bled red over hills my heart frail. A scarf you left behind on the old porch swings low. Ghosts in the wind, where do lost loves go? Now the cabin's empty, the door squeaks no more. Your laughter's just an echo from a time before. Rain falls on the saddle, left out in the gray, riding through the thunder, trying to wash my pain away. Yes, the dust stood still while my heart learned to roam. Sunsets on the prairie, but never found a home. searching for something lost, a story left untold by the fading trails where the wildflowers dare. I find a bit of you on the wind, in the air. So the dust stood still, and it holds me like a spell in the quiet towns where our shadows fell. I'm held by the land and a love that time can't kill, with a heart full of dreams where the dust stood still. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, there's an old porch where laughter used to sound. A dusty trail leads right up to where we'd sit, talking dreams over the horizon, fireside lit. But now the saddle waits, empty by the door. No one to ride the gravel roads or walk the floor. The wind whispers through the willow like she's calling me home. But home's just a memory, and I'm out here alone. Time's gone by like the river cuts through stone. Old cabins empty, vines overgrown, where once her scars would dance upon the breeze. Now there's just the silence and a sky too clear to ease. The saddle waits, still dust settling like rain. Each grain a moment, each moment a pain. Twilight cries in colors, her name across the plains. I'm holding on to shadows, all that remains. I've wandered far under sunsets that bleed and fade, each step away a betrayal, every return too late. Maybe all we get are moments, not the dreams we chase. Love's a fleeting shadow, not a trophy in the race. So the saddle waits, my heart knows its place on the porch by the oak tree in her timeless grace. If letting go's the journey, then I'm lost on the trail. For in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail. Yes, in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail. Out where the oak trees whisper low Under skies so vast and gray, I rode past our old yellow cabin where the winds of time sway. A scarf you left on the porch swing, faded now like old dreams, dances with the prairie dust in the sunlight's dying beams. Oh, long ride forgot, where the heart rides alone, on trails of tears where wildflowers once had grown. Echoes of your laughter in the valley's deep embrace vanish like the sunset's last lingering trace. Gravel roads to quiet towns where our names are softly spoken, now where the emptiness of days, promises bent and broken, saddles worn and hearts torn in the shadows of our plight. The fire we had by the river's bend, now nothing but cold white light. Oh, long ride forgot, where the heart rides alone, on trails of tears where wildflowers once had grown. Echoes of your laughter in the valley's deep embrace vanish like the sunset's last lingering trace. And in the silence neath the stars, I find no solace, only scars. Your memory, a haunting tune, plays on as fades the crescent moon. No brighter dawn this cowboy knows, just paths where the cold wind blows. Long ride forgot, yet I ride forth with your ghost beside my flame, across the mountains through the mists where they still whisper your name. And maybe in another life, down another dusty track, I'll turn and see you once again, no more looking back. Oh, long ride forgot, but your soul's forever here, etched upon the wild lands we once held dear.
In the hush of dawn, neath the chapel sky, I found a cabin where the bluebirds fly. Old porch creaking as the oak trees sigh, her scarf still hanging where she waved goodbye. Her eyes echoes of the prairie wind, whisper secrets of what might have been. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, in the heart of the dust I find my home. Years have wandered like rivers through plains, old saddles worn under sunset's flames. Rain on the roof sounds just like her name. In each thunder roll, her laughter remains. Her eyes echoes of the prairie wind, whisper secrets of what might have been. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, in the heart of the dust I find my home. Under starlit skies, the coyotes cry, each howl silent grief in the shadows. I chase my relief. Her eyes echoes lost in the night, guide me through sorrow into the light. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, with her echoes in my heart. I'm never alone. In the dimming glow of day's last fire, the echoes fade, but never tire. On this lonesome trail where dreams unwind, her eyes the echoes forever enshrined.
Out by the river bank, under the old oak shade, where we carved our names in the heart of a lone decade. Scarves in the wind, like her hair wild and free. Every whispered secret a vow between the willow and me. The river band waits, but she's long gone, with the echoes of a love song in the dusk fading light. My heart drifts like leaves on that lonesome water flow, where the shadows of our past in the twilight glow. Now the porch swings empty, the cabin's lost its cheer. Gravel roads lay quiet, wishing she was here. The trails we walk now overgrown, where wild horses roam. In the silence of the plains, I wander alone. The river band waits, but she's long gone, with the echoes of a love song in the dusk fading light. Rivers run but can't wash away the tears I've known, whispering through the pines, her voice in the wind blown. Underneath the starlit sky, I lay my weary head, saddle for a pillow, the earth for my bed. The pain's a loyal friend, riding by my side on trails of memory. In the night I ride. The river band waits, and I keep holding on to the ghost of her laughter in the twilight's mournful song. Maybe time will heal, or the river's gonna know why I can't seem to let go as the cold waters flow. As the last chord fades, like sunset's final light, the river band waits, alone come night. The old oak sway, a cabin lies silent where we used to lay. A scarf you left hanging on the porch rail thin, rust red like the sunset flutters in the wind. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering, remember me. Each thread a memory, woven tight with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds crossed. Seasons turn sharply like the bend in the creek, the path by the cabin now overgrown and weak. Your laughter's a memory, faded and worn, like the leather on the saddle from the storms it's born. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering, remember me. Each thread a memory, woven tied with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds crossed. Underneath the starlit cloak by the fire's dying light, I reckon every flicker was a moment in your sight. Riding through these haunted plains where your echo softly calls, bound to chase your shadow in the twilight till I fall. Yes, that scarf still haunts on the old porch swinging free, a relic of the love lost twixt the prairie and me. In the chill of the night air, it dances alone, a partner now missing in the dance of the unknown. Oh, how I bear the weight of what was and will never be, with each sunset that bleeds over mountains silently.
In the whispers of the prairie wind, by the creek where the willows sway, there's a cabin aged by sun and sin, where a shadow washed away. The old oak, its roots deep as secrets, scarf she left faded to gray. On the porch echoes a duet of two hearts that dared to stray. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's face in the clouds I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where his shadow washed away. Gravel roads we walked in laughter, now just trails of dust and dismay. The storms came in silence after, like the rains, he too wouldn't stay. Saddle worn from journeys ended, gloved hands no more held in sway. And lone nights, no stars descended, only dreams where night bleeds today. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's face in the clouds I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where his shadow washed away. So I roam this land, a ghost among the oak and ash, a whisper on the wind, a flicker in the embers flash. What's lost
put the echo of my name in the canyons of my heart, where he alone remains. So here's my soul beneath the endless skies that say a cowboy's lonesome tune, where old love's frayed. Every sunset's crimson cry, a testament I sway to the love in that lone place where his shadow washed away, where his shadow washed away. Out by the ridge where the wild oak stands, I found an old ranch withered by sands, once rang with laughter under blue skies, now just a whisper of her sweet sighs. We danced on porches under moon's crown, silk scarf in her hair, my old leather gown. Oh, that old ranch tied down by grief, where my heart lies buried under a leaf. The wind sings her name through the open door, a dance of dust on a creaky floor. Memories like rain fall soft and slow on the abandoned ranch where my sorrows grow. Years past, the trails grew over with time. Her path took her east, left me with rhyme, where once were echoes of our laughter's tune, now silent shadows under the silver moon. The saddle sits empty, the fires grow cold, a cowboy wanders, his story untold. Oh, that old ranch tied down by grief, where my heart lies buried under a leaf. The wind sings her name through the open door, a dance of dust on a creaky floor. Memories like rain fall soft and slow on the abandoned ranch where my sorrows grow. By the old stone well, I whispered goodbye to dreams and to her under vast prairie sky. Each sunset burns like the love I recall, echoes of footsteps through each empty hall. So that old ranch tied down by dreams holds my whispered secrets, my silent screams, as the sun dips low in a sky so wide. On that abandoned ranch my old heart resides. Oh, the wind sings her name through the open door, a dance of dust on a creaky floor. Out by where the oak tree shadows fell, down a dusty trail where my heart did dwell. We carved our names in the bark so old, laughed beneath the sky, bold and gold. But that creek where we'd sit and hold whispered of the time when love would fold. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon under that bruised twilight sky. My scarf still holds the scent of your sweet lost embrace, as the wind sings lonesome through this forsaken place. Years rolled by like a fast-moving storm. Life stripped the land where our dreams were born. The cabin stands, but it's empty inside, like the hollow echo of my pride. Where once was laughter, silence now abides in the shadows of love that the twilight hides. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon under that bruised twilight sky. My saddle's worn and my heart bears the scars of nights chasing you like a moth to the stars. Sometimes I think I hear you call over the ridge when the night shadows fall, but it's just the wind through the porch it weaves, stirring up memories like autumn leaves. Oh, the creek turned cold and so have I, beneath the endless unyielding sky. Letting go yet holding on to the whisper of your song as the trail fades out where our love went wrong. Yes, the creek turned cold, but the story's told in the dust kicked up and the sunset bowl. Cottonwoods lie low, I found her neath the heavens' amber glow. Our hearts carved in the old oak by the stream, where whispers of our dreams flowed like a beam. The porch creaked under quiet secret games in that lost town. The sunset called my name. Oh, the bleeding sky, how it knew my plight. Each crimson streak a memory in flight. Lonely paths where my scarred boots have roamed, in the dying light where my heart called home. But shadows stretching, only I'm to blame. Under that sky, the sunset called my name. Years wore down the trail to her front door. Gravel roads don't lead me back no more. Her scarf still fragrant with yesterday's rain, left behind on the saddle my refrain. The whispering winds, they don't sound the same since from my grasp her warmth did fade and wane. Oh, the bleeding sky, how it knew my plight. Each crimson streak a memory in flight. Lonely paths where my scarred boots have roamed, in the dying light where my heart called home. But shadows stretching, only I'm to blame. Under that sky, the sunset called my name. And now each night as stars begin their dance, I wonder if there's still a ghost of a chance to rewrite the tales penned by dust and time, to clear the rust and climb back in her prime. But but the night is vast and the chill lays claim on the heart of a cowboy, wild and untamed. Yes, the bleeding sky, it once knew my plight, its colors dim as I turn from the light. The road stretches long, my regrets I tame. Echoes linger where the sunset called my name. In the stillness her laugh softly fades to low with the sunset's call, a whisper evermore.
Out where the oak trees whisper low beneath the vast unending skies, I found a worn out leather saddle where my deepest heartache lies. By the creek where waters murmur, there's a scarf you left behind, every thread a tale of summer when your hand was locked in mine. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free, but they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In this saddle haunt I linger, trapped in a love that time can't daunt. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Years have rolled like thunder rumbling over distant stormy hills. The old porch we danced upon, now silent, empty chills. The town once loud with laughter echoes with our whispered past. Gravel roads we roamed together, now just pathways overgrown with grass. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free, but they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In this saddle haunt I linger, trapped in a love that time can't daunt. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Underneath the vast prairie sky, I'll let your memory dance. Rain washes over old regrets, gives a man a second chance. Yet every cabin, every star tells the story of our plight. In the heart of every wilderness, I face the cold, lonely night. So the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the lost and free, carrying voices of yesterday, tying you forever to me. In this saddle haunt I reckon some loves are ghosts we can't outrun. Every sunset's a reminder of the love I've never won.
Out by the river bend, under the sky's embrace, where oak trees whisper secrets in their ancient sacred space. Her laughter was a melody, like rain on dusty ground. We carved our names on ashwood bark, where our promises were bound. Oh, the riverbed cries with a lonesome sound, echoes of her footsteps are shadows on the ground. The saddle's worn, the porch is bare, where we used to dream under starlit canopies. Now nothing's as it seems. The wind sings through the empty cabin where we used to lie. Gravel roads to town have faded under sorrow's heavy sky. Her scarf a splash of crimson lost in the swirl of time. I roam these wilds a ghost among the pines. Yes, the riverbed cries, it mourns what's past. Its waters hold the reflection of a love that couldn't last. The oak now shields a lone man's dreams, the trails and I roam, footsteps in the dust, headed forever home. By that river bend, I've grown old with the setting sun. Learn that losing your heart is a battle never won. Each twilight brings her whisper on the breeze, she's still so near. In the rustle of the leaves, I feel her tears. The riverbed cries a deep, mournful tune, like a cowboy's soul. Under the haunting moon, I walk these banks till my days are done, for in the river's song our hearts beat as one. The riverbed cries, and so too do I, in nature's cradle beneath the vast open sky.
Down by the creek where the wild oaks grow, I first saw her in the spring soft glow. Her laugh was a melody, played low and sweet, under the shade where our two worlds meet. But now the oak leaves whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers neath those ancient trees. The sunset paints her memory across the sky, but under these stars alone, all I do is cry. We shared our dreams on an old porch swing, her scarf a splash of color in the autumn's cling. The cabin's empty where laughter used to ride Only dust dances now where our secrets used to hide. And the oak leaves still whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers beneath those ancient trees. Every sunset steals a color I used to know, leaving just shadows where we used to glow. By the gravel road I pause and see her trace. In the fading trail, a gentle lingering grace. What's gone is gone, like the river's endless flow. She's a part of every place I go. Yes, the oak leaves will whisper her name into the wind, a reminder that some loves once lost never end. Now every sunset lets her memory invade the silhouettes of what was in the twilight start to fade. The wind carries away the song of our yesterday. Heart walked away, but her soul's here to stay. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers low, I found you wild, you and me. Dandelion seeds ready to blow, your scarf a shade of sunset bright, tied to the saddle, flapping in flight. We traced gravel roads till they disappeared, each mile together, the skies we neared. Dandelions held tight in the palm, turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a memory in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter in your hand and mine. With every sunset that paints the west, I find you still beating in this old cowboy chest. Now the porch creak's empty, the door swings free, echoing steps of an old melody. The cabin in the clearing with its quiet, cold glow holds a ghost of your laughter in the shadows. Down faded trails where our dreams once ran, I'll walk alone, a solitary man. Where wildflowers whisper in the fields you adored, I search for you, my forever implored. Oh, dandelions held tight in the palm, turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a whisper in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter in your hand and mine. Every sunset that bleeds through the west leaves your shadow dancing in my lonely chest. And I've learned to love like wildflowers grows in places left untamed, but holding on too tight, my dear, just leaves you with the seeds the rain. Dandelions once held tight in the palm, fade to wishes on horizons I roam. You're the echo in the canyons of my mind, a love lost in the sweep of time. Yet every sunset that dies in the west keeps you living deep within my lonesome chest. shadows lay long under a sky painting old memories gone. I found your hat, edges frayed and weather worn, by the creek where we swore love 'neath the storm. You laughed, spring in your step like morning dew. Each laugh, each touch, as the wild west wind blew. Hat tied down, heart let loose, drifting like tumbleweeds with no excuse. Saddles worn, trails gone cold, in empty cabins our stories untold. Each setting sun I feel the weight of a lonesome heart none can recreate. Now the porch creak's empty, waiting in vain. Gravel roads washed out by the season's rain. Where once we danced, now only shadows sway. Echoes of laughter, we're so far away. The scarf you left clings to the wind-sad tune, a melody of a love that left too soon. Hat tied down, heart let loose, chasing the echoes of a love we can't produce. Saddles torn, nights unfold, in silent whispers our dreams are retold. Every dawn I chase the light, holding on to shadows, fleeing into the night. In the dust where our paths once merged, I wander lost on this lonely verge. Forgive me, love, for I can't find the way to untie this hat, to cease this fray. Hat tied down, heart still bound to the ghost of your whisper, the softest sound. Saddles empty, trails wind down into the heartache of this quiet town. As sunsets blaze and day meets night, I'm a cowboy alone, holding tight to the memory of us. Hat tied down in the wildlands, lost in love once found.
The oak trees meet the wind, I found an old porch swing where our love did begin. Those boots by the door, dusty and warm, they danced through the summer, by winter were torn. The echoes of laughter in the halls of this old cabin faded like the photographs where time is woven satin. Oh, these boots, they call my name through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed and these boots keep calling my name. The trail's gone colder, the town's a quiet shell, where our wild dreams once yodeled, now silence fell. That scarf you left behind on the chair, it's still there. The touch of your presence like smoke in the air. Saddles gathered dust, the rains came to rust what was the sorrow and the pain. Each step on this fading trail, your love remains a ghost in the twilight, a heart unrestrained. These boots will forever call my name. Yes, these boots will forever call my name. In the shadow of an oak, where the soft winds used to speak, lies a field where dandelions touch the sky. We carved our names on aged wood beneath the sun's gentle peak, where echoes of our laughter will never die. Oh, how the dandelion field fades under the weight of time, saddles worn and scarves left frayed by trails of dust. Each sunset bleeds like the heart I can't reclaim, lost in the winds amidst the dreams we left in trust. The porch still creaks, it sings a tune of days when you were mine. Now empty cabins fill the gaps where joy once lay. Gravel roads whisper stories as I walk 'em line by line, but your shadow dances alone just out of sway. Oh, how the dandelion field fades with every setting sun, each petal a memory, each breeze a silent cry. I roam these lands, a ghost among the rustling leaves, chasing whispers, you in the clouds and painted sky. By the creek under the moon, where promises were sown, the water still remembers the reflection of your face. I've ridden miles through storms and through the calm, yet it's your warmth I miss in this cold and lonesome place. Oh, how the dandelion field fades, but my love remains the same, as fierce as the dust kicked up by my old steed. In every town, down every road, your memory's my guide, a hauntingly beautiful curse I'm bound to heed. So I'll meet you where the field of dandelions lays, in dreams where the past and present softly merge. Till then I'll sing to the stars, lost in their endless maze, carrying your love as my soul's sweetest dirge.
Underneath the oak, where the wild wind sighs, she laughed, weaving green 'neath the boundless sky. Her scarf caught the breeze like a farewell wave on that old wooden porch, where my heart she gave. The prairie sang songbird its hymns through the rye, in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me, what do you see in the trails washed away? In the whispering trees, did you weep just for her? or for me in my plight as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night. Now the cabin stands empty, the hearthstone's grown cold, gravel roads lead to memories too precious to hold. Her saddle lies vacant, the bridle's gone stiff, every sunset paints shadows and widens the rift where laughter once echoed. Now only time flies in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Tell me, what do you see in the trails washed away? In whispering trees, did you weep just for her, or for me in my plight as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? By the oak now I linger, ghost in her stead, and in the dust where old dreams lie dead. But the rain speaks in riddles, and the wind only moans of a cowboy who wanders, yet never atones. So the rain keep on falling, blur the paths that I've roamed, hide the tears on my face as I wander alone for the love that was lost and the peace I can't find in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Yes, the town where the rain her eyes.
On the outskirts of a dream, by the shadow of an oak, I trace the lines of laughter where your scarf once gently spoke. Underneath that aging porch where the old wood barely stands, my boots still stir the dust up like your fingers through my hands. But love said nothing as the silence filled the air, just the creaking of the saddle and a whisper of despair. The sunset bleeds like fire on horizons turning thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. Those gravel roads we wandered, now just pathways to the past. The cabin stands abandoned like the shadows that we cast. Rain taps on the rooftop like the rhythms of your grace, but it's just the lonely heartbeat in this empty, quiet place. Love said nothing as the darkness hugged the light, just the echo of your footsteps merging with the coming night. The stars above like watchers to a tale that's wearing thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the grass, every tear a drop of rain, turning trails to mud and glass. But as the moon climbs the back of the hills, where once our dreams did soar, I find solace in the silence, though it pains me evermore. Love said nothing, not a farewell or a sigh, just the turning of the earth and the aching of the sky. Now I ride through fading trails where our memories have thinned. Love said nothing, but I still feel everything.